Welcome back to Project 94 for another Diecast review here on the channel, and today we're going to be looking at Kimi Raikkonen and his 2023 OnX ILoq Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Project 91 at Trackhouse Racing. This one right here is going to be the Kimi Raikkonen paint scheme. Of course, we got the Shane Van Gisbergen car that's probably going to be coming out as the race version and hopefully the clean version as well. But we're going to start off with this COTA Project 91. This car ran at COTA under Kimi Raikkonen, and it looks super cool. I love the way this paint scheme looks. It's starting to become kind of a popular paint scheme. Of course, this is Kimi Raikkonen's second ever NASCAR diecast produced in the 164 and the 124s. Today we're looking at the 164. This is a super cool looking diecast. I love the way it looks, and of course, what I love about it so much is that it has two of the biggest features that I love on NASCAR diecasts. It is a matte finish, and I'm going to show you guys that when it's out of the box. It is a matte finish, and it has chrome numbers, which is just the perfect diecast, isn't it? We're going to have to find out in this diecast review. So here it is, out of the box. We'll try to zoom in on it so we can get better angles of it. You could definitely tell the difference between the matte cars and the gloss cars. Here it is, out of the box, the Kimi Raikkonen 164, the 2023 COTA paint scheme. I love the way this looks, man. This is such a very cool livery, and it is a similar paint scheme to what Chastain and Suarez got their first wins in. It's a very similar paint scheme, but it is slightly altered a little bit just to make it different and not exactly the same, which is cool. I like how they kind of change it up a little bit from year to year. So let's get a closer look at this diecast right here. It's really beautiful, though. It's got the chrome numbers, and it's a matte finish. So this is almost the perfect diecast right here for Project 94. So got number 91 right here. You have Trackhouse Racing. Of course, you're going to have the ZL1 OnX ILoq logo on the hood right there. Of course, with the hood vents. And what's funny about this is it looks like the decals are covering up the hood vents, which the hood vents should be over the OnX logo, but that's just the way the decals are printed onto the car. And you got Sunoco, you got Goodyear, yellow on the fenders, but they're also yellow on the wheels as well with the dark gray rims. NASCAR Cup Series, you have the NASCAR 75th anniversary logo, you have 91. And what's funny about it is the name of the team for Trackhouse is Project 91, which sounds awful similar to my channel name, Project 94. I promise you that was an accident. Of course, you have Iceman right there. You have Chevrolet, ILoq, and OnX. You have OnX. You have OnXHomes.com right there. You have Siemens, Project 91. Yep, there's the logo. You have ILoq right there, and of course, Trackhouse Entertainment, or just Trackhouse. You're going to have Chevrolet, OnX, Quaker State, number 91, ZL1 Camaro with the cheese block rookie stripes, although the size of the rookie stripes are definitely better. Definitely better than the previous Camaro rookie stripes, and certainly better than the Chevy SS rookie stripes, where you could barely see the Chevy SS or the rookie stripes on that model of the Chevrolet. Of course, you're going to have no rear view camera, just normal paint. ILoq on the deck lid and OnX on the roof, so his two big sponsors, OnX and ILoq. Of course, OnX is more of like a Trackhouse sponsor, whereas ILoq, I think, is one of just this guy's sponsors, Raikkonen. So, without further ado, now it's time for the paint scheme itself. We're going to start off with numbers. White outline, very thick, and of course, the red number fill-in with the white slash, which is part of the Trackhouse race team font. And on the sides of it, you have a black shadow. Does the roof have a black shadow? I don't think so. I think it's just a white. It could have it, though, because you can see it has like a bit of a shadow of the black to it on the roof. To snap this thing back together. Of course, you have the black shadow, white outline, very, very thick and pronounced. And, of course, the chrome number fill-in with the white slash going through it, which looks super duper cool. I love the way the chrome numbers come out when they're full-on colors, just like RFK has both chrome, then they have green, red, blue. I mean, there's so many cool different ways you could do the chrome numbers. And on full-on colors that are actually on the color wheel, not just chrome. So that's cool to have that. Would have been cool if the top number could be chrome as well, but I don't think NASCAR allows chrome roof numbers because it would be probably hard to see from the spotter stands. Regardless, the rest of the paint scheme, we're finally going to be able to review this car properly, because last year was covered in confetti with the Suarez car review that I did, and the paint scheme was slightly adjusted for this year. So on the front of this thing, you're going to have the stripes begin. You're going to have them nicely wrap around the front corner OEM details. Man, I got to get used to this. It's going to be a long diecast review with so many details on it. We'll start off with the hood. So you got the stripe right there, which has almost like the broken up triangle diamond pattern with the black and gray. And of course, you're going to have the 2 red stripes I was starting to talk about. Then you're going to have the almost like diamond triangle pattern, wallpaper style, kind of be in between the 2 red stripes on the front right there. And then of course, you're going to have the front fenders of it. The outline of the red stops at the headlight and doesn't continue, so it just kind of stops right there, cuts off the pattern and goes back to the matte black. Then of course the triangle broken up diamond pattern is going to continue. It's almost like a sweatshirt, like an Adidas sweatshirt or something, where they just have like random designs, like Nike, like just any sweatshirt company that just needs random like stylized designs. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Of course, you're going to have that pattern be over the wheel well right there, and then the red stripe is going to continue, not from where it started. It starts from scratch, so the red stripe, there would have been a red stripe here, but there isn't, because that's just how the paint scheme looks. But the red stripe comes back, it's evenly spaced, so it's not at the edge of the graphic right there, it's just a little bit lower. So you can see the red stripe just kind of wraps around, swoops up into the rear quarter window. Now you can tell it's been a bit of a longer day of reviewing diecast. But you have the red outline right there, along with the dark gray. And of course, got a bit of the black showing right there, but you got a red stripe there as well. Another red stripe that's evenly spaced right there, but then it just continues all the way to the rear of the side marker. What I like about this is that the side markers are actually painted on. It's not just like all black under here. They actually continued this paint scheme throughout the entire, goes all the way on to the side markers, which is the side of the underbody. Pretty cool that they were allowed to wrap on top of it. Then of course the triangles actually get bigger on the side. You see how they're kind of small in the front here, but then you could see more of them in the background. Just the broken, almost kind of looks like broken glass, which is kind of cool. And then of course you're gonna have the ILoq logo be behind a red shape right there, which kind of matches the shape of the design, which is pretty cool. Got the red outline right there, a paint chip on the spoiler, which matte cars, they're gonna chip pretty easily, and this one's already been chipped. But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking paint scheme, if I can get the camera to focus. But yeah, I like the black and gray, and then of course the red, white, and black. Just the whole thing looks great, and then matte finish with chrome numbers makes it all stand out. The ethanol logo, and of course the side design is going to continue onto the rear pillar of the side windows, and it's going to be wrapping onto the hips of the car, which is beautiful to look at. The deck lid is just all black, and the back is all black with just a thin red stripe at the bottom of it. Red spoiler right there, of course, very cool. Black roof rails and a black splitter. Would have been cool if they put some red on the splitter, but okay. Very cool looking design. Of course, the same design on this side as well. Now it's time for some close-ups. Let this design speak for itself. So, let's do the 360 view. Here's the front of this diecast. Here's the hood. Here's the right side of this car, which looks super cool. I love the design once again. The lighting makes it super hard for me to show this. The flashlight is really strong, and on top of that, the matte finish really shines a lot differently than the gloss ones, and the chrome number as well. Look at that. Look what it does to the camera. You can barely read the number 91 if I show it like that. Here's the back of the car. Here's the deck lid. Here's the roof. Here's the left side, which is the same as the right side, and the under tray of this car. So yeah, super good looking car. It's like at the box, and this thing has a working suspension. How fitting is that? Because it's a road course car, it's got a working suspension. Look at that. Yep, they must have really paid attention to details, because road course cars are kind of like this, but that's really a quality issue. I mean, if you zoom in, this thing was not, I mean, look at this. It is loosely put together. It kind of teeter-totters in there. I mean, yeah, this thing is put together pretty loose. So, yeah, is what it is. But nonetheless, here is the Kimi Raikkonen OnX ILoq Chevrolet Camaro number 91 for Project 91, being reviewed on a channel called Project 94. But nonetheless, it's still a cool looking car. I really like this one. The design of it is super cool. It's another Kimi Raikkonen, who is a F1 world champion. So really cool that I'm getting diecast for drivers I've never collected stuff from before. I know I reviewed last year's cars, so be sure to check out last year's review. And now we got this year's review, the 2023 new paint scheme for Coda and then Kimi Raikkonen. So I highly recommend this diecast. It's a beautiful paint scheme. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the review of Kimi Raikkonen. So thank you all for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next diecast review on the channel. And make sure you share these videos with your friends and family, so like that we can get some more followers here on Project 94. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.